Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. It's the Las Vegas Aces. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
Well, taking a look at these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a lot of three-point shooting.
Yeah, both of these teams love to let it fly. Whichever team hits more threes is probably going to be the winner.
That's how most basketball games are now these days, Brian, and that could be the case. Whoever hits more threes wins the game. For me, I cannot wait to watch this shootout.
Now here is Ionescu. Wilson outside. Shoots over Swish. Wilson no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Swish, good.
That's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
Pass to Wilson. Now here's McBride. For three, Napheesa Collier. It's not going to go for her.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Swish, good.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Ionescu. Napheesa Collier for three. And another miss by Las Vegas.
Lots to love about Napheesa Collier and her game. What do you like the most, though, Tim?
As you said, Blake, there is a lot of things that Napheesa does very well. I mean, she can score, rebound, defend, play make. Collier's ability to do it all, be versatile, that's my favorite.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam.
And they're happy. Trouble stopping this run.
And you know, the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
After the first three misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they just still can't connect. 5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking them down right now.
Pass to Wilson. Beyond the arc. Ionescu. No good on the triple.
5 misses to start their game. Rough start, but they're still looking for their first basket.
And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the paint. Here's Wilson. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Breathing life into the league since the day she was drafted. Wilson brings passion and intensity every night.
Now here's Swish. Now Swish. Shot clock at 6. Here's Swish. And she's good on the 3-ball.
They've built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Takes it out to Collier. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Down low. Over to the wing. Pass to Swish. Outside, Parker. Connects from 3-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Swish. Pulls up. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And you can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Now here's Wilson. Out to Gray. Just off the run. Nailed from 3-point land.
A new age point guard. Gray doesn't just handle the ball and pass the ball. She also hits it from deep at a crazy rate.
Parker with the ball. Gray defending. Parker's shot's good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Stolen by Swish. And here they come. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Yeah, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
Now here's Swish. Covered by Smith. May sinks the three-pointer.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting?
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Delivering the blowout. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway.
They've come out so strong. Tremendous offense.
Very much in control and shooting very well.
Pass to Phoebish. Nelson Adota. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Parker. And she goes in for the dunk.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
To the inside. Here's Gray.
Carter with the rebound.
Here's Parker.
That's in, coming off an assist from Kennedy Carter.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Pass to Phoebish.
Here's Nelson Adota. No good on that shot. Outside Carter. The kick out to Parker.
Here's Fair.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. So both teams changing it up here. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And the Aces selecting Asia Wilson with the first pick back in the 2018 draft. That was a franchise-changing moment.
Absolutely. Wilson has now won a few MVPs and multiple titles with the Aces, proving that when you add a generational player like Asia, it can change everything.
Pass to Wilson. McBride. She's guarded by Swish. Takes it out to Collier. It's stolen by Parker. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Swish. That one goes in for 2, making it look easy. She's now 4 for 4.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
It's good from long range.
And McBride can be dangerous from outside the arc, especially when she gets room to shoot from the corner.
Outside Parker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a 3-point contest.
Stolen by Swish. Right side Parker. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Here's Wilson. Swish grabs the board. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
Pass to Swish for three. Good on the three-point shot.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wilson. To halt the run. And she gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 free throws coming up.
A unanimous winner of the WNBA's Rookie of the Year award, Wilson entered the league with a bang.
And that one misses.
And not only has A'ja Wilson won MVP awards, she also has multiple Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
Yeah, the key there, Blake, is plural, because she's got a bunch of them. And so when we watch Wilson, we are no doubt watching the best two-way player in the game. Plus, you think she's added that three-point shot as well a couple of years ago. The only question with A'ja Wilson is, what can she do?
And the basket by McBride. And here's Swish. 12 points for her. Out to the right wing. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Finally, she gets one to fall. She's now 1 of 5 with her first make.
They're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter. But still, they've got some ground to make up.
Here's Swish. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Their prowess inside has just been tremendous, guys. It's been no contest on the low block.
And really, Brian, until the defense puts up at least some resistance, they ought to just keep pounding them down low. She is definitely making her presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
Smith outside. Fires for 3. Oh, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And it's time for your big half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. What can you say? Parker, just an impressive effort here today.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient the player has been.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Well, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam.
The kick out to McBride. It's stolen by Parker. Here's Swish. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once she came up with the steal, she went straight on the attack.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, guys. Go hard to the bucket. Don't let them get set up on defense.
Wilson in the post. She's guarded by Swish. Ionescu can't get it to go.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
No question, they're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their open court offense. It's been humming.
And it's been working.
Launches it. She can't hit that time.
Boy, the complexion of his game would be a whole lot different if she had shot the ball anything like she's capable of.
Swish with it. She has 6. Pass to Swish. And here's Swish. 6 for 6. She's yet to miss from the field.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of the last 10 points have been assisted on.
Some great passing. They keep on finding the open teammate. Good ball movement.
0 for 4 to start the second half. They're getting restless out there. Some posterization right there, fellas. Defender giving up way too much height. All she could do was try to get out of the way.
Pass to Wilson. Clock at 6. Here's McBride. Trying to get back on track. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. It'll be Ace's ball.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
And it's the Aces with the ball. They're scoreless since the first half. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Can't hit that one.
Well, she had 1 3 in the first half, but so far in the second, she's come up empty.
And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
And making it ugly.
On the wing, Kennedy Carter. And a miss there on the triple. And it's the Aces with the ball. Ionescu outside. Yes, and it's Napisa Collier picking up the assist.
And she had one in the first as well. And look, we all know that she can be dangerous from downtown. So the defense can't forget about her.
Here's Fair.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Carter. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Love watching Kennedy Carter come down and bury a 3 of her own. A terrific response to the opponent.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Swish grabs the board.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
On the wing, Kennedy Carter, covered by Collier. Brings it from beyond the arc.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Napisa Collier on the wing.
Here's Smith. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
If you don't really box Smith out, put a body on her, she'll do that to you all night.
Here's Swish. Inside. Pass to Carlton. Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. Bangs home the trifecta.
12 straight points off the 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days. The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
Here's Fair.
Gray defending. On the wing, Kennedy Carter. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the tray.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure something.
Fades away. The shot that time not on target.
Here's Fair.
To the middle. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation.
On Wednesday, they head out on the road to face the Sun in Connecticut. And then on Thursday, the Washington Mystics come into town, kicking off a homestand for them.
And that game coming up against the Liberty, well, it's one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with a win. anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they didn't come out on top.
Me too, guys. But hey, this is why we watch the games, right? Anything can happen.
Scott drills the three-pointer.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Releases from 15. And another miss by Las Vegas. Here's Marshall. Gray defending.
Offensive rebound. Here's Fair.
The tray buries the long-range jumper.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from three-point range.
Yeah, it's been pronounced and definitely a big factor to point to in this game.
Pass to Wilson. They need this. That shot missing.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Over to the left wing.
Here's Fair.
Here's Marshall. She's guarded by Wilson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ionescu outside.
And Carlton pulls it down.
Carter is screened. Carlton gets the bucket.
How about the Canadian? Carlton putting it on the deck a little.
And it's the Aces with the ball. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Wilson can't hit. Now here's Carter. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot.
Here's Fair.
Covered by Ionescu. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
"18 feet away, and she knocks it down."
Excellent release from mid-range. Ionescu has a gift for getting to her spots offensively.
Pass to Carlton.
Here's Fair.
There's a screen. The three. Drills it from outside.
They are dialed in three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Drains the three-pointer.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Pass to Ionescu. Las Vegas the rebound. Here's Wilson. Off target from the baseline.
Here's Fair.
Now here's Carter. Covered by Smith. Shoots it up. Miss. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One in total control, operating flawless.
The postseason continues to heat up here on 2K Sports. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals on the way. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our report. Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Junior, he's out there with Bol. And it's Parsons in at the 3. Small forward. And finished off by Bol.
Does he even have to jump? Bol is a long guy.
Outside Ingram. Back to Barnes. You take a look at Toronto. They came up short in game 1 of this series. Still, they showed some positive signs to carry into this one.
It's all about making the adjustments for this game. They can steal home court advantage if they execute their play. Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Barrett against Miller. 5 to shoot. Shot is good by Barrett.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Pass to King. There's the triple. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Here's Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Miller. Barrett passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Got to admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Miller. Beyond the arc. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. The 3 from Ball. And the Hornets, another 3.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Outside Barnes. Quickly up top. Pounded by Ball. And he gets the bucket.
And 3 for 4 to start. Showing some rhythm.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Miller. Rebounded by Ingram.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive and they've been proficient.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Charlotte leading by 4. Puts up a 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
To the inside. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
And Ball gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The 3, Barrett. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You're hitting the offensive glass with purpose. You gotta love the activity from Scotty Barnes.
Pass to Parsons. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. Parsons has got 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Salon, he's checked in for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for LaMelo Ball. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. And you look at Bol, he is downright lethal from distance, ranking 1st in the league in 3-point percentage. And of course, Brandon Miller, he's hanging with them.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer off the mark.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the middle. Here's Salon. To the left side wing. Knipple, no good.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
to Shed. On the take. Outside Dick. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Brandon Miller.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Toronto making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Both free throws good from Dick.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. .27 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Barnes on the wing. Count that one. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Shed. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. What if it goes? No good. Would have counted had it gone. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Charlotte on top. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Kobe White out there with Bol. Then it's Knipple, and it's Salon in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets.
Bol, more slender, but really shows his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
Fires from 14. Shed, that's good. Shed's got his first 2 points of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen.
Big time right there.
That was a vicious slam from Bol. Love seeing him throw it down with that kind of power.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Toronto passing it around. Dick gets the bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Bol, here we go. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Boy, the long strides of Bol, very impressive. Exceptional job attacking the hoop.
Right side Barnes. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And it's good for 2. Mamukelashvili's got his first 2 points.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Here's Salon from the arc. Barnes with the rebound. Here's Shed. Here's Dick. No good. That would have tied it. Hornets leading by 3. To the paint. Outside Bol. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Some changes for Toronto. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Dick. Barrett comes in for Walter. And quickly subbed in for Shed. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Ingram. Buries it down low. Ingram's got his second bucket on the night.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Parsons, pass to King. Now here's Bol. Back to Junior. And they double up Junior. Here's Parsons. Knocks down the triple. Parsons has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Mamukelashvili passes to Quickly. And it's the Hornets on the break. And finished off by Bol.
And once Bol gets going, catches fire, he stays with it, which is bad news for the opponent.
1:49 left in the second quarter. Outside Barrett. Back to Quickly. Ingram against Bridges. The three from Quickly. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Parsons. Give him 8. Pass the ball. Lets the three fly. And Charlotte another 3.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Quickly outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hornets leading by 8. Parsons pass to Bol. To the wing, right side. The 3 from Ball. Rebound Toronto. It's Barrett on the wing. Bol covering. Oh, it's blocked by Bol.
You've got to be aware of Bobo. He's got a 7'8" wingspan. If you are anywhere near him, back up even more to make sure you can get that shot off.
Parsons with the bucket.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
Takes a step back. Ingram uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And that one's good. Bol.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. And looking at where the Hornets stand, appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. One of the stories here, Bol getting it done today.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
So for the Raptors right now, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Ingram in at the 3.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Quickly finds Barrett. Outside Ingram.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And so here is Toronto, trailing by 13. Outside Barrett, just 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Quickly from outside, Bol grabs the board. Bol's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him. Not the start you want coming out of the locker room, missing 3 straight like that.
Junior outside. Jacks up a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Both free throws good from Ingram. Hornets leading by 14. Here's Ball, and Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Outside Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Looking like a spider attacking a fly. Ingram came at the rim with fierce intentions.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Outside Barrett. 13 feet out. No good off the glass.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
And that one drops for him. And that's 13 points for Doc.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Left side Ingram. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Ingram's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Miller, the pass to Bowl. Back to Miller. There's Ball with a 3. Myrtle grabs a miss. Raptors trail by 16. Pass to Quickly. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And Barnes doesn't back down from anyone, embracing the contact on the way up.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Outside Barrett. Now here's Ingram, tightly guarded. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bowles got 7 rebounds in the game. Miller outside. The 3-ball. And the Hornets, another 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Toronto passing it around. Pass to Ingram. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And here's Junior. Miller outside. There's Ball with a 3. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Here's Quickly. Kicks it out to Barnes. And here's Ingram outside. Again, the miss by Ingram.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bowl, no good. Right side Barnes. Over Bowl. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Junior, he's out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Miles Bridges. Then it's Knipple. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Shed. Inside. Here's Mamukelashvili. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Junior outside. Ball right side. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range. It's a devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Shed. Off the mark there with a three. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Junior outside. And here's Knipple from the arc. Yes. And it's Junior picking up the assist.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Dick. And again, Toronto, no good. On offense, here are the Hornets. Big run right now for them, 11-2. Ball right side. Basket counts. Ball's got 28.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Outside Barnes. From outside the arc. The Hornets pull it in.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Good! Another from three.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 33.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Barnes with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Down low. Here's Mamukelashvili. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
Here's King. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, such a presence in close. Barnes fighting through the whistle and getting his.
So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Hurdles checked in for Mamukelashvili. Ingram comes in for Dick. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Walter. And Emmanuel Quickly subbed in for Shed.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Hornets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They are the more cohesive team right now, and just going out there and executing their game plan.
And what a huge performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
Boy, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive, and they needed points. He was the one that got them.
Here's Ingram, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Terrific score from the mid-range. Ingram knows how to use his size and touch from there.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Barrett. He gets it in there. Ball's got 35.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Barrett against Ball. Here's Diabate. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Hurdle with a screen on James. Pass to Quickly. There's the three. The shot comes out. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And let's reveal our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.